All right, let's get into a story that is, frankly, one of the most legendary failures in the history of data management. It's a story about a project with a beautiful, optimistic name, Project Unity. But the reality? It was anything but unified. This was an attempt by Deutsche Bank to do something huge, and it backfired in the most spectacular way, creating absolute chaos for millions of people.
So when a technological project of this size goes wrong, who actually feels the pain? Well, it's not just numbers on a balance sheet. The fallout from this was a real, human crisis for the customers who had put all their trust in the bank.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. We're not talking about a website being down for an afternoon. We are talking about people being locked out of their own bank accounts for weeks. Imagine trying to pay your bills, buy groceries, run your small business, and your money is just inaccessible. The system that held your financial life together just slammed the door in your face.
And if being locked out of your account wasn't terrifying enough, it gets worse. We're talking about critical data, your transaction history, personal details, account info. It didn't just get corrupted, it literally vanished. It was sucked into a digital black hole created by this failed migration. Just gone.
So what was the scale of this thing? Look at that number, 12 million. That's how many customers got caught in the middle of this IT meltdown. To give you some perspective, that's more than the entire population of Sweden or Portugal, an entire nation's worth of people suddenly at the mercy of a broken system.
So that's the big question, right? This isn't some fly-by-night startup. This is Deutsche Bank, a global financial giant. How on earth could they get something so fundamental, so incredibly disastrously wrong? To understand that, we have to look at the plan that started this whole mess.
You know, behind almost every massive disaster, there's a grand vision. And for Deutsche Bank, that vision was called Project Unity. And honestly, on paper, the goal seemed totally logical. It even seemed necessary.
The logic was pretty straightforward. Deutsche Bank had just bought Postbank. To make that merger actually efficient and profitable, they needed to get all those new customers onto their own single IT system. It makes total business sense, right? One platform means less money spent on maintenance, better services, the whole thing. The ambition was solid. The execution, though, ran headfirst into a technical brick wall.
And this is where we get to the real heart of the problem. This wasn't about a simple software bug. This was a fundamental clash of two entirely different technological worlds. You could call it a tale of two IT stacks. So on one side, you've got the Deutsche Bank IT system, this sprawling, ancient beast built up over decades, with patches on top of patches. And on the other side, you have Postbank's system, also massive, but a completely different animal. They were built on totally incompatible foundations. They basically spoke different languages, had different DNA.
This quote just nails the absurdity of it all. You can't just take two incredibly complex, totally different things and smash them together, hoping it'll work. They were trying to do a data transplant between two different species. The complexity was just off the charts, and you could argue the project was doomed from the very beginning because of this.
And beneath all that complexity was this number, 50 billion. That's roughly how many individual data records they had to move from one of these alien systems to the other. Every single name, address, and transaction for 12 million people. When you combine that sheer volume of data with the technical incompatibility, well, you get the perfect storm.
Now, a failure of this size doesn't just lead to angry customer service calls. It brings the full weight of the government and regulatory bodies crashing down on you. This was Deutsche Bank's day of reckoning.
And the fallout was severe. Germany's top financial regulator, BaFin, had to step in and basically put the bank on probation, assigning a special monitor just to watch over their IT department. That's a huge vote of no confidence. Of course, executive bonuses got cut, the bank's brand took a massive hit, and the cleanup effort was going to take years, a long, incredibly expensive hangover from this one project.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? This story is so much more than just a case study in corporate failure. It's really a foundational lesson, a grim but fascinating chapter in the ongoing history of how we manage data at scale.
In the end, Project Unity became one of the great cautionary tales in database history. For any company today that's planning a big system merger, this is the story they study to learn what not to do. It's just a brutal reminder that it doesn't matter how big you are, if you underestimate the complexity of your legacy systems, you're heading for disaster.
And that leaves us with this final, really important question. We live in the age of big data. Everything is getting more complex, more interconnected. The story of Project Unity forces us to ask, what's the real cost of all this complexity? Because it's clearly not just measured in dollars or euros. It's measured in lost trust, in shattered reputations, and in the very real chaos it can unleash on millions of ordinary people's lives.